So we're in this yoga class, we're hitting all the different stretches and the moves. And the instructor, she's nice. It's dead silent. So quiet.
Yoga is definitely known for being silent.
You have that music in the background, right? We just have to take breaths while in this position. Not a hard position. The instructor lets out a fart and it's dead silent. It happens to all of us. Not me, but it happens.
Okay, yeah.
I won't admit it.
We don't do that because we're ladies.
Yeah, right. Anyways, but this girl, she's a yoga instructor. She farts. She goes, "Excuse me," in her yoga voice. I could you not. I don't even know what to do. And I just can't control it. Like I was about to walk out of the class.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Between Us. We're happy to be here. It's been really fun to do this with you. What did you do this week?
I had school, as I do every week, but
Very exciting.
me and my friends went out a couple times, and oh my gosh, I told you about the story of me going to yoga, but now I just have to tell the world.
Yes, it's a good one.
So me and my friend Sayuri, we went to yoga. We've been trying to get on the yoga grind, the workout grind.
Which I've been extremely proud of you because
Yeah.
you have been working out, which I've been trying to do for years,
Mhm.
and now you're doing it, and I am proud.
Yeah. So we've been going, and oh my, I hope this lady does not see this.
I
But-
kind of hope that this lady does see this because it's
don't.
exciting.
I do not. But okay, so we went to yoga, and it's a class, and I already walk in late. I have not gone to an actual yoga class ever before. Like I've done yoga for fun, but it's like I walk in, it's dead silent. I'm like, okay, like I was late.
Like, guys, this is a big deal for Wesley to go to yoga. Like, this is like her going out on a limb and doing something new, and
'cause-
it's exciting. But it was also
yeah.
like, it's a big deal for you to like put yourself out there, and also in a way to work out.
Yeah, I don't like people seeing me. And I feel like yoga, it's like vulnerable. I've steered away from it for as long as I can, but now my friend is literally she's forcing me to go.
Yeah, but
I have fun.
Yeah.
So that leads into my story. So we're in this yoga class, we're hitting all the different stretches and the moves. And the instructor, she's nice and like she's just guiding us. We get on the floor and we have one leg to like our chest, the other one straight behind us, and then you have to like go and hug your legs. It's dead silent. So quiet.
yoga is definitely known for
It's-
being silent.
You have that music in the background, right? We just have to take breaths while in this position. Not a hard position. The instructor lets out a fart and it's dead silent. And I'm sorry, but I'm just a high schooler. So what did I do? Me and Sayuri, we look at each other and I just like, I know that it's quiet. So I start like choking on my own breath in laughter. I'm like, because I don't want her to feel bad.
I for sure would have been laughing out loud. I would have been laughing out loud.
It's not even the fact that she just farted. It happens to all of us. Not me, but it happens.
Okay, yeah.
I won't admit it.
We don't
fart.
do that
We
because
don't
we're
do that.
ladies. We're
Yeah,
ladies.
right. Anyways, but this girl, she's a yoga instructor. She farts. She goes, "Excuse me," in her yoga voice. I could you not. I don't even know what to do. And I just can't control it. Like I was about to walk out of the class. I felt like I was being so disrespectful by laughing, but I couldn't hold it in. All of my friends now, they're just like, we can't have you in any serious situation because you're going to laugh. And I'm like, I'm sorry that you guys can laugh silently. I'm struggling. I can't breathe. I need to let something out. So I'm sitting there and I'm like I can't anymore. And then for the next 30 minutes, me and Sayuri, there was so much left of the class. So me and Sayuri just couldn't look at each other. And then at the end of the yoga class, she starts singing, turns off the namaste music, yoga music, and she starts singing.
What was she singing?
I don't even know.
Was it a made-up
But
song?
no,
She was promoting
no,
herself.
it-
Now
not
she
even
farts.
gonna
Now
lie.
she's promoting herself.
Not even gonna lie, she ate.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Did she make up for
No,
the fart?
but when she started, me and Sayuri were about to laugh again. But then I was listening. I was like, wait. Oh, okay. This isn't that bad. And honestly, she saved herself with that because if I left the class and she didn't sing at the end, I would have been like, I'm never going back.
That's like the craziest.
You just
thing.
farted, and then like, I'm not even judging you for that. It's the excuse me. Like you could have just.
That got me. When you
I
told me
would have
the
blamed it. I'm sorry.
excuse me.
I would have blamed it on the mat. I would have been like, oh, my foot on the mat. Did you hear that sound, guys? It wasn't my butt. Like, please. That's my yoga.
I do love that was like your true, honest first experience in yoga.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely one that you'll never forget.
And then I went back, but it was a different yoga instructor. She was great.
But did you kind of miss the experience for the first time for sure?
I think it was a great first experience, but
you're moving on to better chapters, moving on to new things.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I love that. When you told me that, it was the excuse me that I just will never forget that.
Like there was nothing subtle and calm about it. Like you're not soothing me by your just gaseous release right now. Like, please stop. Oh my gosh. If you ever see this, please. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but it was the funniest thing you've ever experienced.
I think it would have been totally fine to laugh at that. If I had done that same thing, I would expect people to laugh at me. And I would be okay with that. I'd be like, please laugh at me because that's really embarrassing. Well, let's just break the ice and just do it.
I was like, I know I'm the youngest in here, but nobody else thought that was funny.
Did no one else laugh?
No one else laughed.
Stop. I would have made it okay for you to laugh because I would have been laughing.
Literally, not one person.
Like, not out of disrespect, but it would have been like, get it, girl. Let it
like,
out.
yes. No, not one person. And so it made it so much worse. Like, oh my gosh.
I'm really sorry. But they're not all going to be like that.
Yeah.
I can honestly say in yoga, I've never experienced it.
She was just so relaxed.
She was a little too relaxed.
Too relaxed.
A little too relaxed. Okay, well, today we wanted to talk about navigating self-love and self-care and self-confidence, which, Weslie, I know you're going to make fun of me, but these are some of my favorite things to talk about because I am all the affirmations and manifestation. And I just think that the purpose in life is to find out who you are. And you're going to do that by self-discipline, becoming the best version of yourself. So this is just a topic I feel like I could talk about all day long.
Yeah, you definitely could. Oh my gosh. The amount of times in a week that I hear her just being like, you have to say your affirmations. You have to journal. Look at the moon today.
Well, I do. Gosh. Okay, so I write out goals on full moons. It only happens once a month. Okay. I do believe in affirmation. For me, I believe it's like so important because you have to talk kindly to yourself. So every single morning, I get up, I'm like doing my hair and makeup, I'm looking in the mirror, and that's when I start my morning by affirmations. And I'm always just saying, it doesn't have to be crazy things. It's just like basic things, like things like I am beautiful, I am kind, I am successful, I am I am a dedicated mother, I am dedicated to being the best version of myself. I deserve love, I deserve happiness. I just kind of walk myself through the whole gamut of everything.
I don't. We're on very opposite sides of the spectrum. I feel like I don't even repeat those things to myself because I know.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Living, breathing confidence. No,
so for me, it's a constant thing that I make the choice to do that for myself. And it's not faking it till you make it. It's being it till you become it is really what I believe in. So it's like, that's why I say to myself, like, I am these things. And it's just a reminder to myself of what I want to become and who I am. And it's just like a good, like, constant thing. But because you are so confident naturally, what is it that gave you that confidence? Or how do you just find that every single day?
I can't even tell you. Like, I don't know.
Don't you think it's because I'm your mother and I just instilled it in you because of my thoughts, maybe?
You see a long look at the camera?
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, maybe.
But there has to be something that you do that helps build you up. Because I know what my things are.
I think just in general, like, I know who I am and I talk nice to myself. And, like, I'm not going to bash. But I'm not, like, repeating words to myself. I just, like, I don't think bad about myself.
That's good.
I know that I make good decisions. I know I'm a moral person. I know that I treat people how I'd want to be treated. I know that's, like, the golden rule. But I just I don't do anything that makes me question myself.
No, I like what you said though, because like I don't do it with you. I did it with you when you were little, but something I do with Maddox and Zaya is every single morning I have them repeat to myself
I'm
affirmations.
strong, I'm handsome, and I'm kind.
But it's so cute. Tell me it's not.
She memorized it because I hear it every morning.
But also I have them say, we do the hard things. And also our words become our reality. So I like what you were saying. You talking to yourself and like telling yourself things is important. Like knowing you're doing good things. Like for me, teaching Max that your words become your reality is if you're always like nagging at yourself or nagging at even someone else, like nagging at yourself or like being discouraging to yourself, that's like constantly in your head. So that's why I say your words become your reality. So it's like you have to be the one pumping yourself up, even if it sounds delusional. Like I always tell people to be delusional. Oh yeah, like be like I am the solve world hunger. Like say those crazy things that are really hard to do and become it and do it. I don't know, but I just think like say the delusional thing that you want to become or you want to achieve, and that's the way to do it.
I think that probably also connects to your love languages.
Yeah.
And but that's like not even you're giving and receiving. It's like you to yourself.
Yeah.
Because I don't need those words to define who I am or make me think. Because I don't question who I am.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't need reminders of like things that I already know. Right. And like have instilled in myself. And I guess it took a lot of time because but I was even like that growing up. Like I guess I was shy and like I don't go and just like, I'm not boastful about who I am, but I'm not going to sit here and be insecure either.
Yeah. No, I think that's really good. I just think these things help. And I just think, because for me, I believe that some people are born with confidence. There's just some people like you, right? Like you're just born with confidence. Like you see who you are. I believe I'm one of those people as well. I think I always just kind of had this like ability to like see the future and see purpose and find myself in it and find the discipline from different ways of living that really helped build my confidence. I feel like I was born with some sort of it, but I also do think it's teachable. Mm-hmm. I do think that you can teach someone how to have confidence. And so for me, that's why I always instill it in kids.
Probably also just, that was what you did for so many years is teach people how to dance, teach people how to express themselves. It's kind of just in your mind how to like take things from like things that you're teaching yourself and apply it to how you could show other people. Yeah. I don't need to. I've never had to teach other people.
Well, you're so young though. Like you're only 16. You know what I mean?
You were teaching when you were 16?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you though. I'm talking about you that you're only 16. But yeah, when I was 16, I started teaching and kind of like taking on that mindset but like you, I had that confidence. So I was able to instill it to other people. It's hard to instill something to other people if you can't be an example of it. You know what I'm saying? I know you always think it's cheesy, but like the kids, they do get excited. Sometimes they're like, oh, mom. But they love saying it every morning.
Oh my gosh. I just think that like, I don't know. Words to me are just corny. If I repeated that to myself, I would just be like, stop talking. I don't know. But that's just me though. Yeah. Like I wouldn't think that about Maddox, Zaya, or you doing it. Just me to myself, like I get awkward.
But is there ever times you find that you're discouraged and you have to be like, all right, I can do this? Like even as simple as that.
I feel like when I do talk to myself, it's always like sarcastic and it's always jokingly. Like I
in your own head, you're sarcastic to yourself.
Yes. I'm like, girl, stand up. Or like, what are you doing? Come on. You got it.
I would love to be inside your head just for like one moment. That's so funny. Because for me, it's definitely more of like, hey, we can do this. We can do this together.
That is not how my brain works. I don't know, because I don't talk mean about myself, but it's just like it's just gonna be fine. You're gonna get through it.
But I think it will always be interesting to see as you're stepping into new rooms, though, what kind of things you take on and start applying to that. Because I know I've always found that I was a confident person, but there's been like times in my life that I did feel a little more discouraged, right? Where that even though I have built up confidence, walking into certain rooms, I've been like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to have that kind of built in as like a habit and like a daily ritual, because in the moments you do feel discouraged, it's something that I can easily lean into and lean on. Even I'm not gonna lie, like I had you when I was very, very young. I was 20 years old. And when we first moved back to LA, like a lot of people were like, when I'd go to auditions or try to get jobs, everyone's like looking at me as like the young mom that's on her own. Like, And they're all questioning me, being like, would you be able to show up to work on time? Asking me questions like that because they're like, oh, you're a single mom. Like, can you handle this job? And I would get a little discouraged. So it was like having those little built-in affirmations at those kind of little moments, like, okay, I can do this. Like, I've got this. Show them. Just being able to repeat those things on a daily. So when I find myself in those moments I felt discouraged, have always just kind of been like a good backbone for me to have, you know, because there have been, like, there's been lots of moments in my life where it was like, even though I'm a high confidence person, you walk into a space and you feel a little bit low, you know, or there's been times when I really struggled with when I was a young artist in LA. The first couple of years when I'd walk onto like new sets, I would find that I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Like, am I qualified? Do I know exactly what I'm supposed to deliver on? Am I going to be able to handle this? And then I realized when I would look around the room, everyone wants this to go well. No one's sitting back being like, oh, I hope she fails, right? Like everyone in the room wants this job to go really well. So once I kind of got past like, oh, can I impress them? Am I doing enough for them? I realized that we're all working as a team. That also helped me have confidence in the space. Because everyone really wants it to go well because they'll all lose their jobs, not just me. So that kind of made me, like, it helped me to like have confidence in like certain rooms where I feel discouraged.
I recently got my blood work done because I wanted to check on my overall health. As I am getting a little bit older and I've had the advice given to me that this is the right time to start working on preventative health. So luckily for me, when I got the results, I was healthy, which is great, but I still wanted to make sure I maintained that by adding in healthier habits. One of those lifestyle upgrades I did was by adding Field of Greens. By just adding a glass of doctor formulated Field of Greens each day, you're going to feel amazing. Plus your doctor is going to notice your improved health, or you get your money back. Now, these are things that other people are saying about Field of Greens. It's the best blood work I've had in a decade. My doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Another said, for the first time in years, my cholesterol numbers are normal. This mom said, after Field of Greens, my hair, nails, energy, and blood work were all better. So how can a fruit and vegetable drink promise better health? Well, each fruit and vegetable in Field of Greens was doctor selected to support vital organs like heart, liver, kidneys, metabolism, immune system, and healthy blood cells. So let me get you started with 20% off and free shipping when you visit fieldofgreens.com and use my code BETWEENUS. That's fieldofgreens.com. Use my code BETWEENUS. Do you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or disconnected from your partner? Well, let me offer you something that could help. It's called Paired. It's an app for couples who want to strengthen their relationship. And it's founded on the simple belief that real lasting love is hard work and a daily practice. All of Paired's content is backed by experts and relationship therapists, and it's proven to work. Now, all you have to do is you and your partner have to download the app together, and every day Paired gives you personalized questions, quizzes, or games that help you stay connected and deepen those conversations. And sometimes it's just straight up fun. Now, the best part is that you can't see your partner's answers until you answer it yourself. So it's a safe space to have an open and honest discussion. There's no faking it. There's no pretending. It's just about genuine connection. Now, I know for me, sharing in deep conversations, it just plays a huge role in all of the relationships I have. So whether you're just having a few dates or you've been together for a long time, find that time to connect with your partner and nourish that relationship. It can take up just 5 minutes a day. So head over to pair.com/betweenus to get a 7-day free trial and 25% off if you sign up for a subscription. Again, that's pair.com/betweenus. Sign up today, practice love, and Paired is the #1 app for couples to share in quality conversations. Again, that's pair.com/betweenus.
But you've never felt discouraged?
I mean, discouraged, yeah. But not like times that I can think of. Like, I get anxious and I get nervous about things where I'll be like, dang, I know that this person's going to eat on this essay and I'm just not going to as much as they are. Like,
I was going to say, you get nervous for tests.
I hate tests. I hate it, but it doesn't make me question myself based on my ability to. Most of the things that, like, you're talking about jobs, I'm talking about school, kind of.
But that's kind of like the comparison for you now.
Yeah, right now. But it's like, if I get a bad grade, I'm not just like, oh, you're stupid. Like, oh. Sometimes I think that. Sometimes I'm just like, girl, you could have done this better. But I think for the most part, it's like I'm not doubting who I am and my abilities to go about life because of a grade or because somebody was able to get higher than me. I was gonna say I don't put a lot of pressure on myself, but I think I do, just in my own way, like in my own relaxed way. Because I've never questioned my ability to do something because I know that I'm always gonna be capable of whatever I put my mind to, which is something I got from you. I'll give you that. But I don't know if that's confidence or I don't know if that's just like, I don't know what it is. Like I always feel like things are just gonna naturally happen how they're supposed to for me because of my own actions. And
Is it because of the way you handle it, or you just are like, no matter what happens to me, I will choose to see it as like a lesson, or I'll get to the other side. You just always, whatever happens is just something you'll get through.
Yeah. Like no matter what happens, it's always gonna be like a teaching moment, a self-reflection moment. And I'm always just gonna better myself through that outcome.
Yeah. No, I like that because for me, I actually think the same way in that sense. Or for me, it's like, even, if the most outrageous thing happens to me, I really don't let it rock me.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like, I just choose, like, at this moment, if something happens to me, if someone says something to me, it's not about that action. It's how I decide to walk through it and get to the other side is more important, and what my choice is from that action. And I always believe in myself. I'm always like, I'm going to make a good choice for myself in it, and at least be like so well-rounded, which I know we both have. You're able to see all sides to something. So it's like, I'll always make a good choice and the healthiest choice for myself. Yeah. So I do trust that in myself a lot of the times. But I do, like, for me, I believe that the way to self-confidence and self-love, though, 1,000% is from self-discipline. Because a lot of the times when I look at situations of when I've been low, it's been because I haven't been dedicated to my health. So for me, like, making choices of getting up every single morning at the same time, making sure I'm working out, making sure I'm doing my cold plunge because I enjoy that, or like taking a cold shower, doing my affirmations. Like, those are choices that are just mini choices throughout your day, but every single mini choice that you make to better yourself makes it easier for when big decisions come to make that hard choice. So for me, self-discipline is like my greatest asset and my greatest tool to keeping me confident on a daily, regular basis, because you see me, I'm like religious about my day planner. Like I am like 6 a.m. I'm doing this, 7 a.m. comes around, I'm doing this, 8 a.m. like we're on time, we're going here, we're doing these things, we're doing these actions. So then if something hits me that is supposed to rock my world, I'm like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
Because I've already done so many hard things today. I've already made hard choices, and I've already made good decisions for my health and who I am, that I can handle something else that hits me. So I don't know. Do you have anything in your life that you kind of do that like kind of helps you if something hits you really, really hard?
I don't even know. Like, I guess I don't even think about it like that. I guess in like an introspective way, I just like, I always think about it just like everything's going to work out as it needs to, like, and I just have to put in the work on my end. And if I don't get the outcome I like, it's like, it was for a reason. I'm not saying everything happens for a reason because I don't like that term. I don't know why, but I don't.
Really? You don't agree with that? I do like that. Like everything happens for a reason. Why don't you like that?
I think mostly the loss that we've had in our life has changed my perspective on that. Because it's just like, there's like reasons do apply, but just like, did they need to? Because things happen, but it's like not everything is going to happen for a positive like outcome. Like things can be negative, and it's like, you can take it as a lesson, but it could also just be something that just happened. I don't know. And I'm saying that in a very vague way, but I just don't like the saying.
That's okay. You don't have to like all the different sayings. No, I do like the saying that everything happens for a reason. But I look at it more as because you're given an opportunity to make a choice through everything, right? I do believe your happiness is based off of your own choices and your own actions and the way you look at life.
Yeah.
You can look at any single moment and you either see a good thing from it or a bad thing. For me, if like, let's say even someone cuts me off on the street, like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, why'd they cut me off? Like, blah, blah, and get all angry. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe that happened because I needed to be 2 seconds later to that because I could have gotten a car wreck. I am just one of those really optimistic people where it's like, I know sometimes you want to like you want to throw up when you hear me say stuff like that. But for me, I really do. I'm like, hey, like if I missed a flight when I was going on an international trip because there was a car wreck on the freeway. And most people are like, oh my gosh, I'm going on vacation. I can't believe I have a day taken away from me. And they get so upset. For me, I was like, man, maybe there was going to be something wrong with that plane.
Yeah.
I can't help but think, you know what? This happened to protect me for some reason. So I always look at it from a place of like, that was protecting me for, even if it inconvenienced me, it protected me. No, you're the opposite.
That's the perspective.
It really, I know. But it also takes practice to think that way.
I think I would
But
agree if it was another just analogy, just cars. And when people cut me off, I'm just like, stop it. Stop. Don't do that. Why would you do that? You're my enemy now.
You get road rage. I don't get
Oh my
road rage.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I get terrible road rage. Like, don't even play.
Like if people honk at me because I'm taking a little bit too long, I always wave. I'm like, hey, hope you have a good day. I'm sorry.
Here's why you don't have road rage. It's because you are that person.
No, what?
The slowest person on the road. She's just not an aware driver. You're just a driver.
Yes, I'm very safe. I just am slow.
Here's her definition of safe: going 15 below the speed limit, which is actually counterproductive because that's so unsafe. And it's fine. It's not a big deal. We're supposed to be talking about confidence. And now
You seem sensitive about my driving.
I am. No. Trust, I am. It's very
Does it
bothersome.
really bother you that much?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We'll move right along then.
But it's okay. You have confidence in your driving, and
I
I
have a lot of confidence in my driving.
I know.
I am confident that I am a good, skilled driver.
Are you confident that you're a good skilled driver, or you're a safe driver? You know that you're a safe driver.
Oh, yeah. No, good correction. I'm a safe driver.
I'm a good skilled driver.
You are a good skilled driver, but we got to get that driving test done first. But here, you know what?
See?
We're getting there. Everything can be a bit of a struggle. No, I will say, when I think about confidence, I feel like there's a lot of things I'm confident in. And like I said, it's like the to-do list. I know that I'm a really strong person. I can always handle any situation. But there's been times as a mother that I haven't always felt the most confident. Because I've always been like, am I making the right choices for you? How do I handle the situation? Because each kid that I have, like, these were all very different. Mm-hmm. And as a mom, like, I have to handle you guys all very differently for various situations.
Yeah.
And I always like question, like, am I making the right choice with you? Am I saying the right words? Am I actually helping you guys? Because for me, I just want to make sure I'm doing my best, you know? But there's not always a playbook as a mom of like how to do this. So that does sometimes like make you question everything. You know, like there's been times that we've had disagreements, or you come to me for advice, or you come to me even just to vent, and I made terrible choices. Like I remember one time I got really discouraged as your mom because you got in the car and you've been crying. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what happened? I'm going to fix this for you. And you were crying and screaming. You had like something had happened at school. I'm not going to say your situation if you want me to, but I was like trying to fix your problem. You're like, Mom, stop trying to fix this. I'm just trying to vent. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was such a reality check that like, as your mom, sometimes I have to learn to like, either just let you vent, give you a hug, or be that social maker after. But that's actually helped me now. Like now that you were so honest with me in that, it gave me confidence now. Because now when you do come to me crying, or you do come to me one event, I ask you now, I'll be like, hey, do you want a hug? Do you want a solution? Or do you just want to talk it out and have me listen? And now you talk to me about that. But that's something I used to be really discouraged with. And we had a good conversation about it. And I felt really bad after that. And now we have it worked out. But there are moments I just feel really discouraged, you know, and I have to like walk my way out of it and realize like, you know, you guys are doing really good. And I'm like proud of that. I see it, you know, but there's times I always wish I could do more in that space.
Yeah. I mean, I can't speak from the perspective of being a mother because your kids are also different. I think we all have like, not our struggles with you, but we definitely like clash in certain ways where it's like, I'm at the point in my life where I'll speak my opinion. Maddox might be defiant to do something. And Zaya's just, she's just herself. And so I feel like in those moments, it's like, does it make you question your ability and your confidence as a mom when it's like you see us reacting in ways that didn't think beforehand?
Um, I think each person makes their own choices for themselves. But all of you guys are really great. I have really great kids. I'm very fortunate in that.
Who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite. But has there ever been a time that like you have like felt doubt in relationship with your friends or anything that has ever felt like you question the way you handle relationships in your life?
I talk about this a lot in therapy and I don't know why, but I feel like I'm always brought back this topic about me questioning my relationships with people. But at the end of the day, I don't question my relationships because of anything I do. It's always me picking up the pieces for other people. I don't know if it's just like, just so moral, so nice, so kind, so awesome. But I think I have to remind myself, like, I do move with integrity and I do move with like just grace. And I don't just F people over. In therapy, I've talked about it a lot about how like I don't think I question any of my relationships because the ones I hold close to my heart, like I'm very confident in, and I've built that quality because I find mutual respect within my friends and friendships that I've lost or don't have around me anymore. It's more so like that wasn't meant to be. We're on different paths right now. But it doesn't affect my confidence or my self-love because of, once again, choices other people make or how it affects a friendship.
Something I believe really hurts people, and I've found at times has also hurt me, is I find that comparison is a confidence killer. And I think we just live in a society right now where it's so easy to compare yourself to a supermodel, your favorite actor, a character you see on your favorite TV show that's not even a real person, or compare yourself to your favorite influencer, your friend that got the success that you always wanted to have, or someone is doing something that you never thought of, like, oh, why didn't I have that idea? It's just we live in a society where we're overly inundated with people's highlights and success. It's really easy to be like, I'm not doing enough. And it's really easy to think that, you know, I should be doing more. I wish I was already there. I should be at the finish line before you've even taken steps, just because it's right in front of us all the time. So there's times I find it's really important for me to kind of try to shut out that noise and be okay with where I'm at now and realize that whether I'm doing something successful or not, I'm still relevant and important, which is why I always tell you guys that just existing isn't enough. But it's really, really hard to keep that in this society because we're constantly scrolling, but it's only a highlight reel.
Yeah.
You know, no one's out here just posting like my coffee fell on the floor today and then I picked it back up and then I succeeded and then I went to work and then I did this. You're kind of seeing like the best of all of the time. Yeah. You know, but for me, without accolades, without having the trophies, without having, you know, that plaque on the wall, who are you on the inside? And realizing just existing and just being yourself and just being that person contributes enough to the world.
Yeah.
Once you find that and see that in yourself, then you're going to really win, you know, because then no one can take anything from you. Yeah. But it's really, really hard to not compare yourself.
I think when you're constantly chasing standards that are in other people's eyes are always changing, you're never going to feel like you've gotten to a place of self-acceptance, and it has to start within instead of going to other people for what you're supposed to look like, who you're supposed to be. You really just have to find it within yourself. It doesn't seem like you're on social media with the perfectly curated, just Instagram like pages. It's just everyone's flawed. And I know that it's hard to see that. And I guess we're in social media, so it's easier for us to be like, that's not how they really are. That's not what it's like. But for somebody that hasn't experienced that, I could see it how it's like more of a struggle. And like they might have more insecurity or doubts when they look upon somebody that does have an Instagram following who is posting that they're in Bali every day. But that's just not how it is. And everyone has to either really work hard to reach a comfortable and confident lifestyle, or they're not even there. They're just acting like it.
Yeah.
So you always have to act like it and just know who you are in order to feel like you're worth something.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish that we weren't as curated on social media. But I do it as well. Like,
That's
I
what TikTok's
love
for,
my curated page, but I don't do a curated page because I want to look like I'm perfect. It's just I was always taught, to always be ready for your day. I just like good lighting. Like, there's certain things, but like sometimes I wish we didn't have something that always looked perfect that I always have to look at.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think from experiencing loss, I really grew a lot when it came to the comparison and not comparing myself to others. Because when I lost Steven, so my late husband, 2 years ago, the things I miss about him are what he probably would have thought were his flaws. Or the things that he thought, like, oh, I'm sorry if this is annoying, or I do this, or like these are weird habits that I have. But those are the things I wish I could have back.
Yeah.
Like, we always joked that he would leave like the toothpaste lid off of like the toothpaste. It was so annoying. The toothpaste would get all over our sink, but I miss that. Yeah. He would leave his stuff everywhere, and I miss that clutter sometimes. You know what I mean? There's certain things that he would think were like bad habits. He thinks that those were bad, but for me, and like we think those kinds of things about ourselves are bad. But like those are things you miss about someone because it's what makes them unique.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of bawling a little bit and he was so irritated about it. But I was like, it's so cute. And I miss seeing that, And so it's like all these comparison things are, oh, I wish this was better. I wish I looked like this, or I wish I looked like that. But like those are the things you miss about someone after loss.
Yeah. All those like niche little quirks and stuff. It's like without them, you're just boring. Yeah. I'd rather you be weird and interesting and have that be compelling than me not be interested in anything that you do.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to fit in with a mold that isn't even for you. It's for nobody, actually.
Yeah. Like, girl, my mouth is falling forward because of my teeth. And it's like, listen, it makes me unique and I'm just going to own it. It might not be the prettiest thing, but it looks like me.
Yeah.
Right?
And also, it's not even noticeable. I don't think it's noticeable. Maybe it's because I look at you every day. But it's like, would you say that's your biggest insecurity? Your teeth? You know what yours is?
Okay, my biggest insecurity is definitely my teeth. And it's also always talked about on social media.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's always talked about. So that is something I compare myself to other people. Like when I see like people's really pretty teeth, I'm like, gosh. But then I'm like, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'll get through the day.
I'll get through the day and I'll be just fine with my teeth.
Yeah. Mine's how skinny I am. But I did I tell you about that? How I was like, came home and I was just really upset one day because a bunch of people like to talk about it. And it's just like, I look in the mirror, I see what it is. I know I'm skinny, but it's like people treat me like it's gone to an unhealthy point. It makes me feel like I don't even know what I look like. When it's like, I know that I'm healthy. I know that I'm fine. I'm Bella Hadid at this point. And people just make me feel otherwise. But it doesn't make me question who I am with that.
Right. But when you are feeling like low like that, what are the things that help you get out of that?
I don't even know. I guess I'll just like look at myself and be like, you know what? I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know. Whenever I'm feeling away, I wouldn't say that I put it aside or anything. I just like, it is what it is. I'm not going to overnight get like boobs and a butt. I'm not going to be like the beauty standard or like what other people think that I should be. I was given this body. It's what I'm going to go through my entire life with. I feel comfortable in my skin and I wouldn't want to change that because people are calling me skinny or don't think that I'm fitting a standard.
What are some things that you do when it comes to like your self-care?
I think I take a lot of time for myself. I'm able to regroup very like well and like take time to really just like understand my emotion because I spend a lot of time thinking and processing and literally analyzing my every move. Like at the end of the day, I'm going to sit in my bed. I'm going to recite every conversation I had, every place that I went, people that I talked to. Like I'm going to do that. And it's not in a way where I'm overthinking life and trying to control everything, but it's in a way like I'm trying to understand myself. That's the way that I find peace is just going through the list of things throughout the day and then being like, oh no, I got through it. Like I'm good.
So what are some things you do for like your own like personal self-care?
I love taking showers. I love like smelling good. I like trying different smells. Right now it's like everything from Lush. Everything. And then it's like all the perfumes that we get together. I know we share a lot of like, we like the same scents and our house smells good. And I think that brings me joy. And just like the feeling of being clean, like washing my hair. Like I wash my hair once a week, but that day I feel rebirthed. Like literally getting my nails done. Without my nails, I'm naked. I need them. I love them. It's like those little things. Even like I don't do my makeup a lot anymore, but when I do my makeup, I'm like, this is so peaceful. This is like I'm meditating. It's like, it's my yoga.
But it is like meditation doesn't have to be when you're in like a cross-leg position, your arms out. Like you can do that and like it's really beneficial. And I try to do that. Like I'm trying to get better at that. But even what you said, like just even like doing your nails, like that is your way of meditating. It's you sitting with yourself. Like I have a ton of things that have really helped me through that I find are really beneficial. But I love that you're figuring out what your things are with that.
You're more like you think things through and you like come up with plans. I'm more like creative in a way where I like do. No, I'm not saying you're not creative. I just like doing like things that are like our expressions. I don't know. Cause like I love drawing. Drawing brings me so much peace. And like I've gone through 3 years of art in my high school. Now there's not a better time during the week than you just sitting there. It's like, yeah, I like have fun in art and it's just like a class. But it's like when I really think about it, it's like the peace that I get from writing on a piece of paper is crazy. I don't know why, but it's like writing and just like doing those hands-on things that are like little hobbies for me. Like those are what brings me joy and gives me confidence.
I get that same thing from dance, working out, plunging. But I also get it from cooking.
Yeah.
I also get it from like interior design. And I love that you brought like scents and smells. Smells mean so much to me. Right. I just think it brings me back to memories, thoughts, and like moments in time. Like there are certain scents that will take me to Hawaii. Like the family trip we've gone on. There are certain scents that will take me back to, I smell from the south, like smells like a churro. Take me back to Disneyland with the family. So I like scents as well. And those are like little mini things I find I curate in our home that really, really help bring me just like kind of at peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, like dance, working out, scents. I just think all of that really kind of attests to like that self-love and creating a space. Because for me, creating a space that you love to be in helps you also feel safe. Because safety also, I think, goes a long way for self-care, you know? But that's why, like, oh my gosh, do you know what's another thing I haven't talked about that really, really helps me with like self-care and self-love is a clean space. I love a clean home. I love smelling good. Like I love taking all that time because I think it's another kind of theme that kind of relates back to discipline, but it creates a safe place to have all your emotions, or when something chaotic happens, you can have it in a safe place. So our home, safety, clean, smelling good, all of that attests to like a really safe environment for everyone that I love to create.
Yeah.
That's really important to me.
I think your environment really impacts how you see yourself and like those little things that you do in order to make sure that you're structured. They do impact your everyday.
Yeah.
The time you get up in the morning. Like I know that I'm not as structured as you at all, but I don't think that I need that. I don't survive off of like this.
The same kind. You have discipline, but different kind.
It's definitely different. Mine's just more like if I accomplish these throughout the day, I'm good. Yours is like time and place and doing this now. If it's like, if she has it on her planner, it's getting done at the time that she put on her planner.
Oh, it's crazy. People probably look at my day if they saw my day plan, like, what? How are you accomplishing that? I have to accomplish so much. I love it.
I give myself a to-do list and I'm just like, if I get these done at some point today, it's a great day.
Oh, perfect. I love that. That's the same thing.
Same thing. Different font, different, you know.
My day planner has like stickers and like reminders. And
it's cute.
I also just think, for me, it's fun to clean. I know like it's like organizing to me is also a way for me just to decompress. Because I feel like I clear my mind when I'm clearing a space. And it's because it's like when I'm trying to like clear my mind, you see me when I'm the most stressed, when I'm trying to overcome something, when I'm having a low, I will go into a room and I'll start cleaning. And I feel like it's kind of a way to kind of shed what's ever going on in my mind. Like any kind of stress or anxiety that I'm feeling, I think anything I'm cleaning up, it kind of goes away with it. So I've always found that kind of helps me too.
I like a clean environment, but I know that I feel very comfortable with it not being clean. Like the fact that right now, I'm telling you, my bed is not made. There's
I know it's not made.
6 blankets.
I know it's not made. Do you want to know why I know it's not made? Because it's supposed to be your chore you're supposed to do every morning.
Well, if I could finish what I was going to say.
Yes, please go on.
I was me talking to how I find comfort in it, and you're just like, no. Okay. Anyways, 6 blankets on my bed. The fact that I'm just going to hop into it without it being orderly and it's going to be exactly how I left it, that's what I like.
I cannot. Oh my gosh, your bed has to be made.
No.
Bed has to be made.
And also, you know what I don't get about you? What are decorative pillows? Why do you have
I
them?
love decorative pillows. We love decorative pillows. They look so pretty, and you have to fluff them, and then you have to like ninja chop it into the middle every single time.
No.
I don't know what it is, but it's so satisfying. Every night before I go to bed, there's always like candles lit around the house, and I have like the mood lighting, and I go fluff the pillows before I go to bed. It is, I don't know, it like completes my day. Like I did something right, and then I'm gonna wake up in the morning, and I'm gonna see those fluffed ninja chopped pillows, and I'm gonna be so happy and know I have a great day.
No.
It's the ninja chop. Probably some sort of action of getting the energy out too.
I have 4 regular pillows on my bed right now, and it's too much. I need 2. And the only thing that I really require is that silk pillowcase. I could have 1. I could actually sleep with no pillowcase at all, and I'd be great. So decorative pillows, what are they even for?
Love them. I love all the extra frills. I love all the extra things.
No, because then it's like you take them off your bed to put them on the floor, to put them back on your bed. Teach their own.
Teach their own. Teach their own. I would love to get your guys' thoughts on everything we just talked about, everything self-care, self-love. Tell us some ways you guys take care of yourself. Write in if you have more questions. Give us some tips. Like I'm always trying to learn more. Maybe we'll talk about it. We'll share it with our viewers. Send in your tips to the Holker hotline, or you can email us at thebetweenusshow@gmail.com. We want to hear it all. We want to talk about it. And honestly, I'm always trying to learn more.
And if you're watching on YouTube, just don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And tell us how you feel the most confident.
Holker hot take. You ready?
Yeah.
Showers or baths?
Oh, showers.
Really?
I don't mess with the baths.
Ever? You never take a bath?
Nope.
Why is this news to me?
Because that's gross.
What?
If you're sitting in your own filth, it's gross.
Hold on.
I don't even care.
Backtrack.
I don't even care if you shower beforehand and then get in the bath.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. I shower and I like rinse everything off, wash what I got to wash, and then I get in the bath and I like put bath salts in, I put bubbles in, I light a candle. It's perfect. And I'm sitting there and I'll re-drain water out and put new water in sometimes too. Oh my gosh, I love to sit in there. It's so peaceful. And I get into my thoughts and I talk to myself. I get creative. I think about like new ideas. It's wonderful.
That's what my
And then I
bed's for.
shower after. I could do a nice little rinse off after.
That's what my bed's for. I don't want to pray in that water. That's what the pool's for, actually. If I just want to sit in a body of water, let me swim. In my bathroom, like, no, I can't. I just want to shower. I want to get it over with. I want to just feel clean, and then I want to lay in my bed and I want to get in my blankets.
You don't even like enjoy the shower, like and just like
No.
take it
I
all
do.
in?
I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
But never to the point where I'm like, I need a bath. I have the room without a bath for a reason, because I just don't. But I will say, even though I don't like baths, it has helped my ankle when I was like injuring it a lot. That helped with the Epsom salts. That's why. That's the only time I liked it. And then sometimes if it's like Zaya's getting ready for a bath, I will watch the bath bomb, because that's the best part.
Perfect. Okay. Holger hot take.
Okay.
Sunrise, sunset.
Sunset.
Right?
I'm not the morning person. I just can't. Like, yeah, it's beautiful either way, but I'd rather watch the sunset because I'll make it in time.
I actually don't know if I could pick. I love a sunset. There's something about waking up with a sunrise. It's just like feels like a new day, a fresh beginning. Like I just feel rejuvenated. It's so peaceful. I love that. Like I would love like going on a hike when it's dark outside, sitting on a rock and watching sunrise. It's just like one of the most magical moments you'll never forget.
I don't even think that I've ever done that.
I encourage you to try it.
I will.
If you ever wake up.
Maybe I'm saying sunsets because I've just seen so many.
Yeah.
But I'm never early enough. I mean, I don't wake up early enough.
That's going to be our next thing that we do is we're going to go on a hike, which I know you don't already love doing hikes, but we're going to go on a hike.
What? I've gone on 2 voluntary hikes with my friends as of recently. On our own. My own planning. I've gone out of my way.
She's a new girl.
She's active. What can I say?
She's going on hikes. Okay, well, the next hike, we'll watch the sunrise together. Something that I've always found to be so important to me with building my own confidence in myself, but also as a parent, and a way to really like help all of you kids really like build up on who you are. I have found that teaching playfulness and encouraging you guys to stay playful has been so helpful to you guys with like creativity, with like you being true to yourselves. Just because we live in such a society now that it's like success is everything, accomplishing these things. And I find myself there because of like, you know, the self, like I even like the way I talk about like affirmations and manifestations. It's really easy for me to fall that trap. That keeping playfulness a part of our daily lives, I also have found that really helps me and all of us with who we are and staying true. Because there's something about like staying true to like your kid-like self that makes you enjoy life. And it just brings that like that love and joy and that happiness and being a little bit more kid-like every day.
Yeah. I think I agree with that most out of everything you've talked about today. Because no matter how deep of a feeling I'm feeling, whether I'm so angry and crashing out or I'm sad and just in tears, like I'm going to make a joke about me, about the situation. That's just how I get through it. And I know it's not for everybody, but I feel like it brings me a sense of like, no, there's some light to this conversation. There's light to what's going on. And it's just like, I don't want to make everything seem so deep and then that drags me down. I don't want to feel like there's this heavy weight.
Yeah.
And I feel like by being playful and just like not taking everything so serious, like it eases your mind in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. Just getting out when we do things, we go to fun activities, we keep it like really like energized, we keep it light, we keep it fun. But it's like even like silly crafts we're doing or we're coloring as a family, we're doing Legos as a family. I just think like keeping it like even at your age, like those things alive for yourself. And for me, playing with you kids, it keeps me young. It keeps me, you know, healthy and it keeps my mind right. It really does.
I think just being creative and sharing labs in general makes it all worth it and makes you confident in who you are because you're strengthening relationships and you're also just challenging yourself to think outside the box and think more into who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. The Reddit I follow, the only thing I follow on Reddit is dad jokes. And it is one of my favorite things. I'll tell you, I would say 90% of them are not successful at making other people laugh.
Yeah, they're not.
But they are 100% successful at making you laugh all day long.
They bring you joy.
They bring me so much joy. Like literally, it's like the only notifications I get from Reddit are dad jokes. And I absolutely adore it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. We used to do jokes and riddles all day, every day.
I still do them. I just don't do it with you as much because I use all of them on you. I do them with the littles.
Yeah.
I do it with Maddox.
I'm just too good now.
Like, you know them all. You know all my jokes and they're all of good them. Anymore.
You can't tell me a riddle I'm not going to solve within 10 minutes.
I know. Because we spent so much time. So much time doing them. But I still love them.
So many days of my life just riddling.
Riddling and joking and puzzling and games.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Before we end, I have to say this. At the mall, you know how they always have that game store? We walk in just buying games. I already know you know what I'm about to say. We walk in, we're looking at the puzzles, 1,000-piece puzzles, and then she just looks up to see this big box as heavy as like a human. How many pieces was it? She bought this like 10,000 or 100,000 piece.
18,000.
18,000 piece puzzle. What? And also, I'm not even going to put the blame on her. I was encouraging it because I was like, oh no, we're going to do this. We emptied our garage. We went to go pull
We
it
were
out.
told that like we had to have a garage for this puzzle because it was going to be that big. It was going to stretch the whole thing. So I moved the cars
Yeah.
and I emptied our garage to just clear space to build a puzzle.
And when I'm telling you, there were so many pieces that we didn't even get to flipping them over and separating them correctly.
Because it comes in 4 separate boxes with 4 separate bags. And you're encouraged to do one of them at a time because that's how many pieces.
Yeah.
You do one section at a time. And we tried doing that border.
It was in
We
our
tried
garage
doing
for a
that
while.
border. I think we worked in there, but we worked in there for mad time trying to
Yeah.
section everything off by color.
And no matter
border pieces.
no matter how many hours we put in, I just feel like we didn't even make a day.
It didn't even look like we made a dent. It looked like we put 5 pieces in it.
Oh
We had done more,
my
but the
gosh.
piece, like, it was such a big puzzle. It looked like we accomplished nothing.
So we ended up packing it up and putting it away.
I know.
And it will never see the sun again, probably.
No, we should put it
When you retire, okay.
we should open it up when you get to be like 30. We're like, you know what? It is puzzling time. We're doing this. Stay tuned. We'll let you know more about that puzzle when we get back to it.
Yeah.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.